Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to part 2 of A. It's Tony Genesis here.
Tony Genesis.
Tony Genesis. He's now an Australian hair metal band frontman. Actually, no, I'm going to call him the bassist because I don't think he has enough confidence to be the frontman. I think he kind of wants to do the...
He's actually on a completely different plane of existence.
Quite.
Auto-segmental phonology joke. Anyway.
Yes.
Miles, as you say in your native language, how is you? If your month was a phoneme, which would it be?
And Jake, thank you for asking me. This is a very good question. I was kind of, scrolling as one does as they are taking their time in the bathroom, and looks up phonologies on Wikipedia, and that is one inspired by. I found the Kasrayan language of Micronesia, and my phoneme of my month is a velarized palatal approximant. Yeah.
Like, what does that sound? Velarized house, like you?
Yeah. It's like, yeah, like we're here. Like we made it through.
Lovely.
Jake, if you could be any IPA phoneme.
If I could be any.
If you could be a phoneme, what would it be?
I would like to be I think a doubly articulated labial velar voiced stop, because I'm not for everyone, but if you want me there, I'll probably try and be there. But
that's beautiful.
Big Bear. Ibo. Although I try and say Ibo with the double articulation, and the Nigerians in my life are like, you're trying too hard.
That's fair.
Yeah, and they aren't wrong.
They are not wrong.
I am a trier. Anyway.
Anyway, if I'm not mistaken, I need to open up some wonderful little document to
a wonderful document full of horrible tables.
Or horrible things. As we see, we have I forget which poll is the binding. Which one was the unbinding? We have 2 polls to go over.
Yeah. So the binding, the unbound poll. Have things been collapsed or something?
No, I have zoomed in.
Okay. It's in the sparkles.
It is in the sparkles.
Sparkles.
Sparkle flavor kisses. So our goal here was to either to have just little yes. Oh, the non-binding is coda loss. So we are down. Yeah, right down here. So
we're queer.
Our non-binding poll this month was, or for this one rather, was thinking about how are we going to deal with codas, particularly coda nasals and stops, and how to realize them in reference to pre-nasalized ones. So situation 1, we could lose the pre-nasalized stops, which could have been such dire straits. I could not imagine what could have happened if situation 1 was the case, and thankfully it did not win.
No, but it's what we had planned.
This is what we could have planned. But we now are in a good position. This is why I think we are in an excellent position. Is because situation 2 has won. We are now losing these nasal codas to length, and therefore now keeping this prenasalized stop around. As you can tell, continue both as planned and lose both did not win. We are fully into situation 2. Now, the non-binding pull is where we are kind of getting the more interesting part of things.
No, you mean the binding pull?
I do mean the binding pull. I do indeed mean the binding pull. In the binding pull,
professional quality that we have here.
As always, we had decided that, simple register distinction between voiced stops, so pa and ba will become pa and ba, and for the pre-nasalized and plain nasal articulations, it would be somewhat of a low tone with the ba, going through kind of a first little how I phrase this, similar to voicing low tone there. Ma would remain atonal, and we would get out this high tone to dissimilate respectively. The other one was, we kind of used this hierarchy of saying that the difference between, and Jake, you can remind me of what it is, I always get it wrong, is that the distance between P and M is greater than the difference between P. No, there we go.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So in terms of the pitch variation that happens between onset and a rhyme, and I need to put my thing on silent. I love being a professional, a working guo.
Working guo.
It's the
yes, corporate hands.
Is that for obstruents, the pitch difference is much greater than with sonorants. So you can, like, I always think back to David's wonderful videos, and he's always like, oh, it's about like whether it's turbulent or not. Turbulent's not the word he uses. Like basically like tense and lax for want of the proper terminology. And so the P is much more tense and the B is much more lax. But the thing is that the drop in pitch for B is much lower than it is for M, which is kind of in the middle. Which means that you are more likely, if you can kind of just say for the sake of it that P is especially prominent, and I'll put it in bold for effect. And then you basically lump these as being in a lower range, and thus essentially less prominent, or effectively unmarked. But the system with things like depressor consonants actually functions more like, for example, it's saying that the B is especially low. And it means that you can't get a high tone next to it. But you can, typically in these systems with a nasal, for example, which indicates that like these voiced obstruents are much more tonally important than depressing. Maybe my month has been a B. No, I'm not too depressed.
I'm pretty peachy.
Yeah, the sun's out.
Sun's out. Sun's out means guns out in America.
Guns are always out in America. Well, no, they're concealed, aren't they?
Not. They don't have to be. If you don't want them to be.
Oh,
Depends on the state.
lovely.
See, some of us
Anyway.
like to our times because of puppies. Anyway, I digress. I can make Christy no reference to all day long. Love the woman. Inspiration.
Anyway,
this poll won.
yeah,
The contour tones have won. The people had spoken, and I believe they had spoken nearly. Was this unanimously had spoken in this?
yeah.
This is why I believe this is the interesting option and the interesting pairing that we have been gifted, is because we had not set an order to when these sound changes could happen. If we lose coda nasals to length and then retain the prenasalized stops, we now can have these contours on long vowels. And this is good. I think this is good.
Well, the thing with the reassignment was that essentially there's a step after this. So this is now fossilized.
Goodbye.
Well, no, we'll say we'll keep her around for now. But so rather than that happening, we're still going to have ba and ma.
Those aren't going away.
They aren't going away, no. But they then become essentially pa with a high tone.
Yep.
Pa with low high, and ba with low high.
Yep.
And ma is
a tone.
Effectively 0 at this point. Which means that, as you were saying, with these long vowels, we can get more creative with how things apply.
Most surely.
Which means we need some morphology, which means assigning meanings to forms, and also dealing with the fact that we haven't talked about most of this stuff. Okay. So what sort of things do we want to actually do? Should we work under next episode or whatever? Or
I think we definitely should. I'm just going to clean some stuff up.
Okay.
So we can kind of see where we are going in terms of polls. I actually am. Okay. Let's see. Since you mostly have. Okay, I'm going to do a scrolly up here just to check one single song. That's what I have thought. Cool. I'm going to let you cook down here. So for those who kind of may see I might be a titch distracted, I am currently writing a liturgy program for our little sketch that we could have easily done, prior to prepare. But who are we?
Who are we?
Who are we?
That is the question of the month for me.
Who am I?
Let me check my calendar. So, it probably will have been announced by the 20th, right?
Something will probably have been. I'm sure what you were referring to.
So, well, we do have people following our Patreon who I don't recognize.
We do.
From long-time studios. So now I'm more concerned that not everyone on here is going to know all of the context. So as of basically mid-May 2024.
Mhm.
For those catching up in a few years' time, um, David has announced, literally like 2 weeks before coming to London, him and Jessie are coming to London, and
Oh my gosh! I couldn't
I
believe.
I read this and it's 2 a.m. and I'm
Mm,
like, oh, surely David will have more details for us. Like
naturally.
he must have planned this a while ago. No, turns out David spontaneously books a trip to London for 6 days.
Yes!
Like,
I love it. I love it so
who
much.
does
That is the
that?
energy I wish I could have.
Yeah. Um, what that means is that I have
You.
suddenly entered tour guide mode. Um,
Ooh.
yeah. So I'm kind of just trying to work out what on earth is going on. Um, sorry, that makes it sound a lot worse than it is. I'm basically going through every single memory of pleasant things I've done in London
Love
and
it.
then sending them to David and Jessie. Like, have you done this yet? Um,
No.
and like David made it sound like he literally said stuff like, "I've done everything I've wanted to in London" or something like that. And I'd be like, "Have you been to Greenwich with the meridian that your child is literally named after?" And David's like, "What's there?"
There's a lighthouse, I believe.
Yeah, it's
There's a
actually
whole aisle
Bibbleridian's.
full of dogs. Mm.
And speaking of Bibbleridian and the lighthouse,
Oh my
um,
gosh.
it's quite likely at this point that Bib is going to show up at my house.
Oh my gosh. What little
Oh my
Kiki thing
god,
will be going on?
yeah.
I'm probably one little Booba. I forgot we have co-opted this term. We have appropriated the term.
Which
Booba.
term? Booba.
Booba. Well, we used to say Kiki. Now everybody started saying Kiki. Now we say Booba in this household.
We're such contrarians.
Amen to that. Who needs to be conformed?
We're serving contrarianism.
Yes, always and
Always.
forever.
I love being a family friendly podcast. Anyway, no, we never promised
No,
this.
we never promised this. No, absolutely not.
So, what next?
So
Are you done cleaning?
I am done cleaning. Yes, you have the floor. You completely have the floor.
Okay. I don't think I finished my thought though, did I? Let's
I don't
finish
think you
that
will either.
thought.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, so yeah, like, what you'll see is a extra special episode, which I thought was just going to be like me and David and Jessie having a chat.
Oh,
And now is me, David, Jessie, and Bibbleridian having a chat in my
amazing.
house.
Amazing, even better.
That place that Adele is famously from.
Islington.
No,
No.
sorry. I'm like making Drag Race references, and then I remember that like half the people who listen to the show don't know Drag Race well enough to
That's
necessarily know that when I say "Where am I from?" my house, that's Ginger
Oh,
Minj.
my house. Where in England are you from? My house. I thought you meant the actual Adele.
No.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's all exciting.
Love it.
So,
Yeah.
should we just assign some lexical meanings to these forms?
I think that'd be fantastic because we defo need some forms to start getting some good old what's it called stuff going.
This isn't a table.
Yeah. Oh,
it's in a table.
I know it's in the table. I know it's in the table. Oh my god, I hate this table so much.
Okay, let's assign a column to the right and above. So
I'm going to peruse the order of things here. Oh, how fully are we considering the that weird G going to the velar approximate?
what, who, what, when, where, and why?
So it is where it says I'm gonna Control Alt 3 this for tone agenda. It's a feminine nomenon. Yeah, right there.
Hmm.
I'm just scrolling up here to see kind of where we were in life. Okay, love this here. Love that. Oh,
She's confusing me, and by she I mean I think this is how I was representing a floating high tone.
yes, that's how I present floating high tone.
So I guess it's like we in this system we've got this medial G Dagen. I mean, I would even be tempted based on how weird it is that G is there. I don't know, babes.
Yeah.
Like
In the forms that this spit out, she's Gogging is there. I forget about Gogging. She's not really there. She's not really present.
City.
She's not there. So we can hold off on this ish until she becomes a problem. Right now, I don't think she's a problem yet.
So why don't we try and make the eternal line Jessie ate burgers in this system?
Jessie ate burgers.
Jessie.
Oh my gosh, is that what JAB stands for? Is all a conspiracy?
The COVID conspiracy.
What are the gematria
vaccines is just to announce the Nully Threes, which was Jessie eating burgers.
That I would have probably lost my ish.
So what word order are we thinking?
That is an excellent question, and one that I have not considered for myself. I definitely am.
We had a system of randomly generating these things. No, we're not going to rip off Tongues and Runes quite so strong.
Let's see. Are you sure? Because I have my 10-sided dice right down here in my hand as we speak.
I don't know what the dice table would be for that.
Let's say 1 to 4 is SOV, 5 to 8 is SVO, and then 9 or 10 is VSO.
Okay.
I think that's fair. We are doing, if it had shown up,
the tone goes up.
A 7. So we are doing SVO. Nice. That's what we're used to.
So SVO, the order is the same.
Yay!
Which means, so Jessie just means we need to approximate Jessie in these horrible phototactics.
I think we can do a pretty good job, because remember, now we have all of those alveolar guys going to Cha. They're all palletizing.
Well, we had said that it didn't necessarily have to happen, although I still think it's a good idea.
I still think it's a good idea as well.
Okay. So we are going to say that so Jessie is going to be, well, we don't really have to have a protoform for someone's name.
Correct.
So Jessie?
Jessie. Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
I guess we then, at this point, if we're just playing around with things,
Mm-hmm.
we have to decide what tone patterns we are going to allow, first of all.
Correct. So we have so far it is a high-low rising distinction kind of going forward. And this is also why it's going to be helpful to kind of see stuff in perspective and order stuff, is that let's say that, right, we're starting off with the loss of coda fricatives. Oh, crap. Hold on. The tab just jumped out. But we had the loss of coda fricatives first. That means we have high-low on whatever that is. So if we start having, like, say, the like Hoth versus Goth, this is going to become, now I gotta scroll up. Gaw, and then the other one is going to be Gaw.
I mean, at this point, we should decide the order of things, but also we can. I mean, we also have to decide when things move from being segmental to suprasegmental as well. I mean, should we make another table?
Oh God, I mean, we can.
So on the top, wait, is this gonna work? Like, so, oh, okay.
Yeah, that should work.
And then fricative, coda, loss first, and Honey Genesis first. So this would be, and let me get my Vietnamese keyboard out. So this would be
fair enough. I'm going to scroll up real fast. Boop.
Oh,
okay, cool.
And do you have either of those words in American English?
Which?
Do you ever go to the calf?
No, I don't go to the calf.
It's like slang for cafe.
That I got that. I have never said that.
Is like, I'm gonna have to look this up quickly, but it's like, I feel like it's one of those words that just means thing.
I know it as like a practical joke, like a gaffe, like a mistake.
Yeah, like so it's a tool consisting of a large metal hook with a handle or pole. It's used to pull fish on board. Oh, a minor error or faux pas. Yeah, a gaffe, a con. Yeah. And it's also a kind of tucking panties.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah. So like, I was thinking of like all over the gaff, which means all over the place. So I have no idea where that's from, but anyway.
I'm not certain either. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, something is going to be coming.
Oh, it's it might be from Romany.
Oh.
Gav means village, and so in some is a kind of regionalism, but I feel like it's pretty broadly known now. Yeah, it's like a place of residence. We go around to Mike's gaff later to watch the footy.
Oh, the footy is ending very soon. I'm sad.
Okay.
Also,
Anyway,
difficult word.
let's keep going. Yeah.
I cannot do this.
And then
To delete
so
you.
oh no, that's wrong. It's wrong.
So I am currently sending you, trying to send you at least, the Adorbs little lethargy file. I have just,
Oh, is that what that was? Oh,
yes,
no.
I sped code that.
No, there's even more. There's people want me. I ain't got time for all this.
I don't got time. Ain't nobody got time for this. Anybody got time?
We're bringing on the cue card. Is that your real hair, Henny?
Oh, it's my real hair. It's my real hair. It's my real
Bringing
hair.
the whole community into disrepute. Anyway. I'm sure everyone loves these niche jokes that we make.
I know. They always get them. There's never any like, what the hell did they just say?
Everyone surely knows who Meryl Streep is, we thought.
I thought everybody knew who Rigor Morris and Hunky Dory were, but alas, like we have no idea.
The children.
The children, I mean, thankfully, I no longer will have to have no more children, theoretically.
Yay!
Mesa. I'm excited. Now I just have to spread the joy of conlanging to the youth for a couple times, and then we are going away.
Everyone, I know that's not the IPA character, but give me some slack. It's not Macron, Breve versus
Breve. Oh, it is to the rescue.
Breve?
Oh, yeah, breathe. Like a breather.
A breathe. I can't breathe. Oh no, not some.
I'm claustrophobic, Darren.
Like, that's not something to joke about. Welcome. And then I'm thinking of Sasha Velour on the end adverts for Wow Presents.
Have you seen?
Also, I did this completely wrong.
I know you did. I didn't want to say anything, but oh gosh, yeah.
Okay, we will transport them over. If we do this way around, then I also don't know what you can actually see.
You can see everything.
You can see the fact that it goes to a grab accent before I put the F in it then.
Oh yes, luckily I'm zooming in and have changed it to a good old-fashioned Charon for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So if we do this, I don't know if we see. To me,
sure,
he's giving like. I guess it depends whether we do this into falling tone, doesn't it?
It's kind of like, this is what I'm visualizing as. We're kind of taking, say, this pitch difference, right? And we're mapping it at like 2 heights. So this is like, or like, let's say 3, for example. is that this would be, say, atonal. This would be just the good old-fashioned pull results that we know and love. Versus if this is, say, high and this is low, then there's going to be some more. I'm sorry. There's going to be some more kind of discussions to be had, right?
Hi. H.
HI is high,
Wow.
LO is low. That is what my thermostat says.
This ain't your thermostat.
This ain't Texas either.
I find it so funny what Americans think of as being from certain places, and then they find out that in the UK it's like we either have them completely, or it's like we have no idea what on earth they are.
Do you have
Anyway,
outlets in the UK? Do you have plugs?
yeah, plugs and sockets. We don't call them outlets. An outlet,
Oh,
I'm thinking like outlet shopping.
mm-hmm. The same word.
And any ah! um
So let's put this into perspective. So
and for the sake of it, I don't know why we need this. We don't really need this column, do we?
I don't think so quite yet. If we do it all, there we go.
So we would also have
Or
Matt.
let's keep things consistent with yes, articulatory goodness. Do we have playing la?
Nah.
We do have playing la. Okay, then the thing I sent you was incorrect.
Oh God, not her. Okay.
Yeah, she's here.
I'm gonna make a controversial choice and write it like that.
I mean, for those at home, you already know our sordid history with trying to Romanize that sound. It is never going to go well, so we just kind of gave up on doing it correctly. This is my girl. Why did you go like?
Let's just go with that.
Yeah. Oh Lord. And then, which means that we're making this. Of course, the only valid way of Romanizing this sound. Auto format can go suck my left nipple for all I care. I don't understand why this can't do its thing. There we go.
I sometimes just I see a notification on Discord and just go through all of the things. And for the longest time, under Conlang art, there was just a picture where you're showing your tattoos with your nips fully out. And my nipple alert was the last comment. Yeah.
Okay.
So any fans of the show who are looking for that kind of thing, you know where to go.
Yeah, it is deep within the confines of paywalls and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
As I forked over a good chunk of change for that wonderful little guy. I did note that it is rather visible in part 1. So if you look and find for the tat, then it's there.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit.
One?
I mean, I was half looking for it, like, but yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, wait. This is such strong neurodivergent vibes.
Literally.
Where? Yeah. So, like, oh God. I'm so lost.
There. Nice.
Um.
So yeah, this is going to be So according to our judge, this is going to become. Oh wait, what?
No. This is the fossilized. This is why it was italicized. She's not happening anymore. This one is.
Wait. Oh my god. Oh, dorp. Okay.
Is Remy there?
Please let you hear that. It's at my apartment.
Yeah, not clearly.
We're gonna get copyrighted. So is that sorry? We're gonna just. Okay, he's going away now. But yeah, that's what I have to deal with on usually some of these on these days. I want a nice fresh breeze. It's just some dude in his car in a convertible just blasting Super Freak. Nothing wrong with that. Did I copy and paste it? I did. Okay, good.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
What?
What?
Oh, I was undoing. There.
Oh, thank you. Then let's be sure we get the. Oh, never mind. Oh, dear God. Okay, yes, we are definitely. So this would mean that that stays high. This now does. This one still does the rising first. This one does rising, and this one becomes atonal. Okay.
Because the thing with the coda fricative stuff is it does lend itself a little more to contours.
It does.
So rather than going to ka, it could go to ka. And then, but we don't really want to get to low rising, low falling.
Yeah, I'd rather not if we can avoid it.
So then it suggests like if we do Tony Genesis first, do we then God. Is this what David means when he says the relationship between the form and meaning? No, it's not. This is all form.
This is all form, 100% form, no meaning. Yeah, this makes it go higher or lower. High.
I feel like my brain is like literally like jittery.
Oh, my brain is actually getting this down good. So I got you, fam. So this either becomes that or this might even like do some. Actually, I'll leave that as that. I don't want mid-low rising type of deal. So this is now still going to get this, and this is now still going to get this. Okay. And then this would lower it. So we're going to have either this be retained or this kind of go back to a registered tone because we don't need some mid-low bullshit in our lives. And then this would remain as this.
Well, it could be that at this stage they're like can't deal with this. There's too much tone happening. Let's super segmentalize it. I don't think that's how actual languages work, but you know what I mean, right?
I know what you mean. You like it's gonna like break up a little bit.
It's like so. It's like calf, and then calf, and so they're like that. It's gonna make a whole lot more sense once we start being able to add stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and I think having them in capital letters is going to save us like a shit ton of time too, and just making our lives like and like processing time with like what the tone is.
Okay. We actually this is just
that's so slow. Sorry.
That yeah.
Yep.
Or I guess it's easier to just say that drops off the end, right?
Yeah,
Like,
pretty much. Or like, well, it dropped at the end, then it just it does have that tonality to it.
because yeah, essentially this is like on the level we've got our consonant and we've got our vowel and then we've got this F.
Yep.
And we assume at this stage that the tone is effectively like connected here.
Yes,
Right.
correct.
And so we can say that this F, it essentially adds a
Oh.
low tone or falling tone.
Fall.
I feel like a falling tone could be fun.
I agree. S is
So
for falling.
it does mean that something like so cuff cuff so this has got not how did this get to be low high?
Because I'm stupid.
No, I think I might have written that in.
Oh, actually, maybe
Anyway,
you did. Okay.
believe in yourself, Matt.
I have very hard time doing that. Continue. But yes, I agree with that.
So I guess we could either have a rule that says that if the fricative is after a high tone, it just adds a low.
Yes.
And if it's after a low tone, then it goes
after a
high
low
low.
tone. Yeah.
So this is equivalent of that. This is
low high. Yep.
low high, which becomes the low.
Yep.
And then this becomes low high low. And this becomes high low. Which it gives us a wider range of patterns. So this would basically be saying something like you're not allowed to have, for optimality reasons, no high tones are marked one off on a tonemic level.
I'm what you cook. I had a really good idea that we may have to consider, but it might not come up if we don't want it to come up. But I'm what you do. Do your thing.
But this is only phonemically, because we have to remember that we could have a word like Hannah, which would become Hannah, which we're expecting in reality, this will be pronounced like that.
Yeah.
Because on the phonemic level, it then becomes that. And so we have that, and then I'm so good at diagrams.
Yes, you are.
Yay!
Yay! Oh, that looked fantastic.
No, it doesn't. It looks terrible anyway.
I'm gonna now do my little appetizer. So I'm gonna pull out this form, or just to be consistent, let's say this, or be even more. Let's just perfect, make things easier on us. No. So if we're going by Tony Genesis' first rule here, either this is now going to, from the whole structure, have a high-low. And therefore, according to another rule, this is now going to be long, high, low. Yes.
Oh, to make okay, but the interesting thing would be what happens with Kampfner, right?
Okay, let's do it.
Oh no! Your thing's cool as well. We'll save this.
Yeah.
We'll save this.
Let's see how, like, if this is TAM, right? And then because I might know where your head's at too.
You can say Tampf, right?
Tampf.
Tampf. Is it listed in English?
Tampf?
Do we have words that end in MF? There are in my dialect. I'd say month.
Month.
Yeah, month.
Oh, month. You do say that. Oh shit. I'm trying to think. Like maybe like internal, like comfy, but like not like word finally. I would not say comf.
There's a lot of comf in this.
There's a lot of comf in this space.
God. Oh.
Okay, I got this. So wait, actually, this would already have, say, the high flavor to it, but that's here and there. Okay, I'm just going to do this so we can kind of see that. Wonderful. Oh no, wait, Tate. No, the bad Tate. That's a Tamfina. Tamfina. Max, why are you? Oh my God.
What are you trying to do?
No, I'm fine. I'm just being annoying. Okay, perfect. Noise. Okay. So the more interesting is this, where now this becomes this low-high business.
Oh no, you have okay. You carry on, but there are more cool things.
Okay. Yes. This goes to.
It might be easiest if we have a Pam above, which which we kind of assume is gonna end up as right, and then we do a little diagram with. Are we doing it like that, or are we? Can you do that for? I don't know what the right way to show more.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I say right now this is fine. Yeah.
And then
Yep.
Ta or ta? Ta. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ta.
So if we're kind of looking like this is C, this is V, F, if I'm being consistent here. So this would make, say, this is now a high tone. Okay, we already got that. Okay, never mind. Actually, let's say, maybe one. Ta, this one has the H. And this one has the L. So tonemically, this is your T, A, long, HL. Now, this one is an interesting one here, at least. And yes, there are more interesting ones to deal with too. Fair enough. Is how do we split this one up here?
I think the final might be specific to us people with TH fronting.
Hmm.
Because we have like and and but no um
Hmm. Hmm.
very curious.
Very curious indeed. There's gonna be something. Go away. This is gonna be that.
And we have dunce, like in dunce.
Hmm.
Anyway. I hope everyone's enjoying this.
Hmm.
So
So potentially we could.
wait. You're
Yeah.
killing that before killing that?
Yeah. Well, yes, but I was thinking about like the other way around too. On like first the tonal the internal tone gets reduced, right? The toneogenesis happens first, and then it's the collapse of that guy, and then it's the lengthening.
Let's see. We do only have like half an hour each
Yeah.
to get Jessie 8 burgers.
Yes, and I already come up with some morphology here. I have not decided. We know that eat's going to be a nice protoform. Burger is going to be a meat circle. Plural marking. Or we have some past / perspective or perfective / telic marker here. So we need
trying to get a plural marking through tone would be cool.
Would be very cute.
And aspect marking on verbs with tone. And we'd have to think, like, if we have time at the end, we'll think what we would do for other stuff so that it all kind of worked together.
Correct.
Yes.
Yes, and
it could be that the single ends up being perfective. Is that the right word? Is that the right one? Perfect or perfective? Perfect.
The perfect means that Jessie started to eat burgers and it has some like relevance to now. Perfective means that Jessie ate burgers and she's no longer eating the burger. She's done.
I mean it more in the Slavi sense.
Oh, in the Slavi sense? No, they're two different things.
Which is the perfect, it's the true perfect, isn't it?
The true perfect, yeah, like that, like the has ate versus like the ate period. Singly encapsulated.
Why I was like, I know this, don't I? And then I just like, no, I don't. Not
perfectly.
Not perfectly.
Perfectly.
Perfectly. Just like my grandma did. God. Oh. Oh my god, types of it. First word I see, resultative. The resultative is such a word that has defined our conversation.
It really has. Okay. Focus time.
Perfective aspect versus imperfective. Yeah. So perfective without interior composition, imperfective, ongoing, continuous, habitual. Yeah. So we mean perfect versus imperfect.
Correct.
No, do we?
No, we mean past, either just fully like complete past or perfective. That action has been completed. Or is it like an ongoing kind of like habitual thing? Like Jessie ate burgers and she's going to continue to eat more burgers.
So that would be Jessie was eating.
So now we're okay. Oh gosh.
And Jessie is eating. She's eating all of us up, but that's not what this sentence is.
You have so many of this now should be imperfective marking.
No, it's not. No, it's perfect. No.
Oh, it's perfect. Okay, I got it. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Perfect.
Please forgive us for this horrible, horrible
No
way
if.
to talk about this.
No
it's
I.
perfective. No, it is if.
No, yes, if or no if.
Yes, if.
Perfect if. Okay. Woo, we got there. Oh, I'm gonna lose it at every single linguist because I cannot deal with this no longer. Please, if I say that word perf one more time and trying to just describe how they move through time, I'm gonna lose it.
Okay, in the strictest linguistic sense,
Yes.
when perfect refers to time, it is doing so outside of the traditional, like the current, like scientific linguistic meaning of perfect. It is
Okay.
specifically a combination of tense and aspect that happens a lot in especially European languages, right?
It is a perfect melding of the two.
So for us, it's really hard to see like perfective and think it doesn't mean it was in the past. It doesn't mean
Yes.
Jessie has eaten burgers. It, you know,
Yes.
it
It's
would
like
be like, um, I don't know how to do Jessie in Mandarin, so I'll just skip it. It'd be like Shula, and then I'll just put meat in. There's a specific kind of thing that's like the really old kind of burger, but I I want to say rogamo, but rojamo. Okay,
yeah.
let me check the tones. Yeah, jamo. Da-da-da-da. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this in different sizes? Anyway,
As well. No, they're the same size.
good old Ariel, not knowing how to deal with Chinese characters.
Yeah, I know.
And Google doesn't support anything that seems to be better for them, so that's fun. Anyway,
Anywho,
is that better? No, not really.
to eat meat
So
circle.
this Triller,
Yeah, it's still a lot.
and I don't know how to do Ruby characters in here. Anyway,
Right. Yeah, my manager is good enough to understand what this is. Go ahead.
so like this just means that she finished eating.
Yeah.
The rojamo.
Oh. So,
Like it doesn't in English we would probably just say ate.
yeah.
Because this is really common, but it's not like it doesn't. Yeah. Anyway,
Sure.
this is just one massive brain fart of an episode, isn't it?
It's we haven't started yet. We still are good. The sphincter is still intact.
Yeah.
I think we need to scroll up and think about some roots that I think dogging needs to be circle. It can't be eat, unfortunately. That's just too weird.
I don't want to be gagging.
I don't want to be gagging. I think according to this here, I think this would be a cute form for meat or to eat.
Mm-hmm.
And then
oh wait, is she actually Refendy or is she Ref?
No, she's not Refendy. She's Refndy.
Okay, I'll find her IPAN.
I got you. Got it. Cool. And then meat.
The real one or the fake one?
I copied and pasted from Lexergy, which I also copied and pasted from the Ingala example off Lexergy.
Okay, cool.
And then anything meat wise, I think something nice and monosyllabic, but something kind of like complex and syllabic. Like, I don't know, like
Oh, wani is a cute word.
I like it.
It
Wani.
also means crab in Japanese.
Oh.
Although ufa is a horrible word for me, but it's an interesting form.
It gives offal.
Although I feel like that's just gonna we would just say that becomes ufa, right?
Yeah, probably. Let's do like something that's gonna have like the weird like syllable structure that we've been kind of half avoiding. Like let's go all out and go like I don't know, like
Uska? Or are we gonna invent something for me?
I'm gonna invent something. We're gonna create languages here.
So do we want to put the G the C2G?
Let's say I'm gonna say meat is this. Dog. Oh gosh. Dogs.
Don't eat dogs meat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zogskaging.
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 Those dogs really are gagging.
Yeah, this is fantastic. Okay, wonderful.
Wow. I love this for us.
It's
Also,
great.
this isn't going to Rennie anymore. It will end up as Lindy.
It will. Oh shit, it will.
Or will it?
Yes.
Because no,
Or-
this is okay. Let's work
Yes.
her out.
Okay. I think this is fine for protoforms. Any dissent or any revising of these three words here.
I think they're all Stentolinas.
I agree. Yeah, they came to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know why people like us.
It's absolutely batshit to think that people actually think we are likable.
I would get so annoyed if I was my friend.
Oh, I do annoy my friends all the fucking time.
So first stage is it becomes Refen and are we using Little Miss accent or are we using Big Mr.
Let's use big. Yeah, let's use big L because it's gonna take more time up.
That's what we're taking right now.
Yeah, literally.
And then so that would become
or wait, would this become like with the high low? Yeah, I was gonna say
he stays. So it becomes Rendy low. Which for now it might mean low T business or so. Rare?
Yep.
D. So we've got high tone and we've got a low tone, low tone.
Okay.
This is where things so in the basic form of this verb, the high tone is most likely going to end up here.
Correct.
So you could say that it also spreads forward. So Rendi, and then we would have, if we had something here, it would get the low. I don't think
Yeah.
that's so cool because we have enough tones to spread the
Great.
low. So then have you there,
Mm-hmm.
which means she is floating.
Yes. I
Or
are we assuming that one tone, one register per tone bearing unit?
I think because we have these long vowels,
Yes.
maybe.
Oh, well, how about this? If we do have a long vowel, say, I don't know, if we just had like proto M there or something kind of like that, that would give us the long vowel. The long vowels could take, say, 2 register contours, but each
Two
short
contours.
vowel take 1.
2 contours.
No,
Or
2
two
register contours. Yeah,
tones.
sorry.
Like as
Yeah.
like ND.
Vibrato. It takes phonemic vibrato.
Uh,
I don't know.
okay.
Yes, but yes, I think this is what is going to happen.
So
But wait, so hold on. So this. So are we first dealing with the F, correct? Or are we dealing with the prenasalized guy here?
the prenasal, she's staying.
Prenasal is staying.
And
Okay.
that the L is dealing with her.
Okay, but we're not doing the low high no more here. This is not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So
low
this
high.
is now, yeah, this is low high. So now we have low high low.
But the F is before the low high. So it's
Oh
high
shit.
low
Low
high.
high. Oh Jesus. Okay. Yeah. Now. Mm. Hmm.
So then like if we allow all of this on one word,
Yes, I think I know. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm tempted to say actually we're gonna say contours.
Yeah.
But it seems kind of weird.
I had thought that we could have this be high, this tone bearing unit here has both these lows, and then the high tone becomes some sort of falling business here, or floating rather.
Mhm.
Because this low is not going to affect, say, the prosody of that. It's going to say randi, and then kind of have that high tone come up from somewhere because of just how reinforced it is.
Mm.
I think both are valid.
I'm also wondering if we need to have a rule about these tones emerging related to the number of syllables that are. But that still wouldn't help us really because.
So let's see how, like, because this is definitely going to become after meat, right? So for meat, this is just plain here. This is going to be TSO GSL high.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And then this here, this guy, according to the rule that we have up here somewhere, is going to induce lengthening
Mm-hmm.
of this one here. So now we have long first. Okay.
Yes.
And then now with this here doing its thing. I'm trying to look at this. This is going to be
Low, high, low.
low, high, low. But now, low, high, low, sorry. With respect to this one up here, and I love this form, thank gosh for this, is
Well, it's
that
going to become cho.
to become cho,
Or are
or
we keeping? Also, I
oh,
would say if we are going to do palatals from that, do we want to palatalize the D? I think it might be easier just to say allophony and call
Yeah,
it.
I agree with that. Yeah. But I think, yeah, with this one, this is for sure going to go to Jos here, saying this is going to go Jo.
Wait,
It's going to go
cho or just cho?
Cho. Oh my gosh, I'm losing it. Help. Cho. Wait.
Or
Yeah, it goes to Ja here. So it goes to Jo jogs, and then this is Jos, and then this is Jos. Okay. Yeah, this is what it is.
no, because it's not prenasalized.
No. Prenasal will go to nya. Prenasal is going to have the palatal nasal.
No, this.
Oh, because it's still. I'm so stupid.
Voices.
Okay. Yeah, and then it's still going to go to Chol, and then Chol. Okay. The door to town. Okay, never mind. Oh, now we're here.
The deep voicing happens with this one.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I want to do a little bit of this guy here. And I need. Really, girl? Really? Fine. Be that way. Be who you are.
But do the floating tones really go from the verb to the object?
If how we no, it doesn't, because we have yet to consider perfective marking. So I will leave those down. Actually, I will leave these. I'm going to shut up. So in essence, this one is going to have, say, the L, and then what the heck? And then the H here. There we go. And then this is going to be a floating low tone. Or actually, no, this is actually going to be very fine with all three of these. It is the long vowel. And if we're saying, hey, what's up?
But is she?
Is she okay? I think she's fine with these, say, because we're saying that, or go ahead, do your or.
Troll.
Troll.
Like. I guess for me, it's like it feels kind of weird to have the I'm wondering if it would help if we don't want overlong vowels though. But I'm like I think I'm okay with having like a short contour versus long contour distinction. But then I try and think about like I guess for me, when I think about these kinds of systems, I'm much more familiar with this idea of one mora is one tone bearing unit, and I wonder if we've actually put too many tones onto too small of a set of
I know, yeah, I feel you. I think
if we just say the F makes a low tone, for example, then Does that help or does it not?
It do-
And
I don't think
anyway,
it does.
let's just
But
keep going. Let's
he's
miss
like,
out and see if we can finish in 10.
I think that this is going to kind of say like, hey, you know what? Like low, high, low. I don't know how I feel about that peaking contour. So we might just say, yeah, the cho's going to stay here, but then it's now only going to have this say high-low contour here. Because from what I'm kind of sussing now is that this is probably going to do some jumping somehow over to these here. Because I feel okay with, say, like a dipping contour, a peaking contour. Oof. I don't know if we're going to, because yes. But let's think if we say a perfective marker is like, I'm just going to say is proto-eam, no meaning, or proto like, yeah, proto-eam, for example. Or, hold on, I'm thinking how we can do this. That's just going to lengthen this guy. I want to do something.
Well, you want it something short and weak.
Yeah.
Like essentially one of these weird final consonants that can go at the end. Like, I mean, I feel like a coda S obviously feels super English in some level, but it is strong enough where you could have like a form that was like say that meant finish, and say that at one time it was. Although we'd also want this to come afterwards, wouldn't it?
Yes, we want it to follow.
But we're
Well,
now I'm wondering how the order of things happened in Mandarin. Like, there's one thing that you can say is that, for example, if this comes out of a serial verb construction,
yeah.
there are rules which say that they have to be in chronological order according to in some languages. So whereas in English you would have to say like I finished eating, I think that you would say I eat finish because you eat and then you finish.
Yeah.
And then this gets like eroded. So it'd be like dice.
It does say the low high shenanigans first, and then loses say this coda. So like D,
which that would produce high. Yeah, that would produce a final high tone, which is prominent, which is good.
Yes.
Which so that becomes FDC, and then do we then say that it becomes something like ref? So ref the wait, no, fooling, isn't it?
No, you're right.
No, yeah, driving.
You're right.
So that may not even matter that much for FD.
Well,
like, but I think part of it is that like this.
No, it will. Because now, like let's say we have, because either of our things, right, is either going to be say falling then rising. in this here. But then we have on RF, this is NDI, this is RMHL, NDI, LHS, or this is just now HLHH.
Mm-hmm.
So now we get this kind of tone mapping where if we kind of have this HL is going to be the same. And theoretically, this L, if it's kind of like kind of smush it in, it's going to be just smushed up by these H's. Essentially, if we're trying to maybe mark this perspective, instead of having it be rendi, it's rendi, and just kind of stays kind of high throughout that.
But I mean,
Yeah.
tone.
Oh, or now we have this H here that no matter what it's going to do, is going to now do some bullshit.
It doesn't seem very. In my head, it was going to be more prominent than this. Like, kind of curious. Like, if we go back to slides, I don't want the SOS library. Like, what? Because there was an example with aspect, right?
Yeah, that happens a lot in like nilotic languages, where it's just like a simple like tone switch will do so much grammaticalization.
I bet people are loving this.
Mm.
Okay, I obviously decided not to put that example in the PowerPoint. So,
Oh well.
What have we learned?
We've also figured out that gogging will become ka, low h, lh, key, say lh, and then we get this beautiful after the while this kalh, KILHL. Oh no, we don't.
I'm feeling like what we need is more rules that restrict the possible tone patterns on these words, because
yes,
I think we've done everything to get the tone. We've achieved Tony Genesis.
We have.
What we haven't achieved is Tony
Leviticus. We haven't set the rules yet.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Genesis, the creation. Tony Leviticus, the rules.
I'm thinking about polls. I'm thinking maybe we need another episode.
I'm thinking we're not going to come up with these rules in 2 minutes. No hell.
So we can't really have one vote be do we do another episode or not, because if the other one then doesn't matter.
That's more so our discretion, and I think that why the hell not? I think the non-binding poll, if we're doing 2 polls, should be something about the non-binding poll is one that we should probably put all the shitty options in. And the binding poll is the one where we should kind of have like some sort of like idea of what we want to stay and be content with. And I think the one thing that the binding poll could kind of either we do one on like really complex contours, or we do kind of one on the ordering. Well, actually, no, we had the ordering pretty much down pat. We know that.
What about palatalization for the non-binding one?
Palatalization. Oh, yes.
and kind of where and how, because I could see like a merger before the we could have a few different options, like
Yeah.
whether two becomes Sue and this merges with the pre-existing one, or two. I don't know. Anyway,
No.
we can figure this out. Um, for the binding one, we probably need to talk a bit more.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay.
But for those who will be watching this on the Patreon on May 20th, you also will see our first return back to weekly streaming. So starting the Wednesday prior to this going up, we will have gotten our first episode of season 2 of Let's Have a Booba up and ready. And we are elated and cannot wait to start back up with a whole new language for you. It's going to be awesome. I'm pumped.
Me too.
Yay! Cool. For those who are kind of plebs, you will see the first Tony Genesis portion of this on YouTube on May 20th. So look out for that. But I hope you have had a wonderful little booba today watching us. Jake, parting words for our wonderful little guests here.
I love all the plebs who watch us on YouTube.
Oh, thank you, plebs.
Thank you.
Slab plebs. The slab plebs.
The plumps.
Plebs. Oh, the plumps.
We can't call them.
I know we can't. Okay. Bye, y'all.
Oh, we can say this now.
Wait,
where
has I
is
recording it or no?
Where is it? Where did we put goodbye? Oh, pointla.
And